Hey, 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 hey. Hello, hello. Oh, wow. Awesome. I'm on about 4 different platforms. Hello, Facebook for Dell and Dale. Hello, Facebook for Christina Johnson. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. This is so I got a couple of different devices going. I've got some stuff to share with you. I've got some things to share with you that are, I believe, pivotal. 2024, 1 month is behind us in the new year. We have such a fresh and incredible year ahead of us, and 30 days, 31 days, 34 days of it is gone already. And I just want to check in with you to see how you're faring. I want to check in with you to see how you're faring. We're going to do a virtual book signing. The books came in, just in case you're not aware. The books are in. The books are in. The books are in. And so I'm going to do a virtual book signing because you all have been ordering the books. You've been ordering the books. And I was getting ready to sign a lot of them and get them shipped off to you, and decided that I would do it live. But I wanted to check in with you while we're working on these books. And let me just tell you about these books. Look, let me share something with you. This is 2.5. Well, actually, this is about 40 years worth of work, because my oldest is over 40 years old. But this book, and then of course there's subsequent books. I've been working on the last 2.5 years. Once I became an empty nester, I got back to writing. Some of you know me. You know that I'm an author, and I wrote my first book many years ago. And this book had been in my spirit for some years, for some decades. Did you hear me? Decades. Not a night or two, or a whim overnight. Let me say hi to some folks. Hello, welcome. Hello, the real J Black. We had fun last night at that concert. Thank you for that was an amazing time. I had so much fun. Your mom and I we were just having too much fun. Welcome. So yeah, I wanted to just to share with you something regarding time, something regarding resilience, something regarding tenacity, something regarding how your true character is displayed through your ability to carry on even in the face of adversity. I want you to know, and this is one of the prevailing messages that I want to get across to you today. Let me open these up and start signing these. But one of the prevailing messages that I want to get to you today is that leveling up is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. The forces that are at work, if you want to call it the universe or your atmosphere, your surrounding, or your family, or your friends, or the enemy, or the devil, Satan, whatever, however you want to verbalize it, those forces are there to oppose you. Number one, to prove you. They're there to oppose you, to prove you. Put that in your notes. Put a pin in that. Remember that. Those adversarial spirits, those adversarial personalities, those adversarial confrontations are there to prove you. Do you really mean what you mean? Are you really intentional about leveling up? Are you serious? Is this something that you really desire? So there has to be resistance. You cannot build muscle. You cannot build up that strength without resistance. There has to be some force that is pushing against you, and you determining to outforce it with your strength, with your power, and push back And that is where your character is built and developed. That is where your strength is developed. It is through the resistance. So the resistance must come. Resistance must come. I think about the journey over the last couple of years writing this particular book, and definitely the decades prior to then, but more specifically the last couple of years. Everything that could have gone wrong, just about, because I'm sure there's some other stuff out there that could have gone wrong, but just about everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. There was one delay after another, after another, after another. But I'm here to tell you, when you push back against those delays, when you refuse to quit, that is where your character is built. That's where your strength is built. And that's where the power is developed to blast through walls, to blast through gates, to blast through adversity. It doesn't happen just because of mental ascension. We can make all the positive confessions that we want to make. We can make all the positive confessions we want to make. We can make all the vision boards that we want to make. We can write down all of our I am statements all we want to. But I'm here to tell you that there are forces at work in the universe that are there, and they're designed not to destroy you, but to develop your strength, to provide for you resistance so that you can prove yourself, so that you can prove that you're determined and that you don't tuck tail and run in the face of adversity. Because if you tuck tail and run, if you cower down, if you quit in the face of a little bit of adversity, you're not worthy of the goal. You're not worthy of the prize. You're not worthy of the award, because you failed to continue on in the face of adversity. So when writing this book, I tell you, there were things that cropped up. Sometime week after week, sometime year after year, sometime month after month, sometime day after day. And some days were just filled with one thing after another after another. And I had to make my mind up early on that this book would be produced, that it would be published, that it would be completed, because it was a part of my God-given assignment in this earth to complete it. And what I'm speaking to you today, and this is Coach Criss. If I failed to introduce myself to you earlier, if you're watching this or if you've stumbled across this, I'm a transformational coach. I'm also an author and an entrepreneur. And let me tell you, I have some powerful things for you today. So 2024, we're 1 month in. We're about 34 days into the new year. And it's like, oh, I'm believing for more in 2024. Or I've heard 2024 is the year of the open door, and all of these little rhyming phrases and whatever. And that's wonderful to keep ourselves motivated and our spirits up. But where the rubber meets the road is 2024 is going to prove whether you are a quitter or a stander. If you are someone who has the capacity to function at the next level, listen, let me share something with you regarding the next level. Let me talk to you about, and please share this. Please share this. Leave some comments. Let me know what your thoughts are about what I'm saying. Let me share something with you about the next level. The next level will prove who you are. The next level is going to prove who you are. If you're all talk, there's some folks that's just all talk, and their talk is strong, their talk is good, their presentation is good, but when the rubber meets the road, where are they in the face of adversity? Do they quit in the face of adversity? Do they disappear when things get tough? Are they more interested in them in maintaining their appearance or maintaining their shine that other folks see when they look at them? Or are they willing to roll their sleeves down, get down to the nitty gritty, and grind this thing out? 2024 is not just going to hand anything over to you or to me. You haven't seen us for a while on doing our lives. And let me tell you, it is because we are behind the scenes living this thing out that we teach, teach and share with you in our coaching sessions and in our seminars. You've got to have grit, and you've got to have tenacity, and you've got to show up. 90% of success is showing up. So you have to show up for yourself every day. Now over here, I'm speaking to Facebook and YouTube. And over here, I'm speaking to Instagram. You have got to show up for yourself every single day. I don't care how it looks. I don't care how discouraged you might be. I don't care if you're dealing with disappointment. There are things just within this first 34 days of the year. I shed a few tears the other morning, last week, I believe it was. I shed a few tears because of disappointment. Some things I was anticipating to transpire that didn't transpire. But one thing I know for sure, and two things I know for certain, is that I am purposed for whatever it was or is that I'm working on, that my destiny is sealed, that I know who I am, I know what my role is in this earth realm, and there is nothing that can deny me. Point number 2. Delay does not mean denial. I know some of you have heard that before. Some of you, this is your first time hearing this. Just because you are delayed does not mean you have been denied. Delay does not mean denial. So what? It didn't happen the first time you tried. And it didn't happen the second time that you tried. The third attempt, it still didn't transpire the way that you had anticipated. So what do you do now? Fade off the scene? Throw in the towel? Listen, let me tell you, do not let life punk you. Don't let life punk you or bully you and drive you away from what you know you are called and purposed to do. I'm speaking to some champions right now. I'm speaking to some folks who are determined to see those open doors in 2024. I'm speaking to some individuals who are determined to have more in 2024. Do not let your circumstances, do not let setbacks, do not allow delays to run you off from where you have planted your flag, where your stance is. And I promise you, I got on this live today to sign books. I got on here to sign books. I've got books to sign. Folks are waiting for their books. I've got to get to the post office. I had no plan on sharing everything that I'm saying right now. And please tag and share and like this. Please leave some comments. But I'm here to tell you, you can make it if you don't quit. Do not quit on yourself. Do not quit on yourself. And let me just say it the way I feel it. Do not avoid and be so very aware and cognizant when circumstances are attempting to force you to punk out. You're not a punk. You're not a wimp. Stand tall, 10 toes down, and determine in your mind that come demonic hell or high water, I don't care what individual doesn't believe in you. I don't care what entity doesn't believe in you. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in the God that has purpose for you to be in this season of your life at this time. It is not going to be handed to you. Your greatness is not going to be served up on a silver platter. I know some individuals who only show up when it looks like there's going to be some favorable shine on them. But look, you've got to show up even when things don't look favorable. How about that? You've got to show up even when it appears that things are falling apart. Don't go run and hide. Don't tuck your tail. Don't disappear and fade into the shadows. You've got to stand strong in the face of whatever is coming your way. Because at the end of the day, when you make it, when you leveled up to that next level and then the subsequent level, do you know the person that is being developed along the way as you have determined not to quit? As you have made up your mind to stand strong, to be tenacious, it has developed your character. I'm telling you, I am in the best season of my life, the best season of my life. And we hear people say that, but it's because I know what I've gone through. I know what I've had to stand in the midst of. When the floods come in, when the floods came in, I continued to stand and learn to swim. Sometimes you have to learn how to do freestyle strokes in the midst of a flood. You got to learn how to doggy paddle. You've got to learn how to do the backstroke in the midst of your adversity. When the fires came, I stood through the fire. When the fires came regarding this book, and it looked as though this book was not going to, and I have dozens of these that I'm signing today. When it looked as though this book was not going to be published, 2.5 years ago, God told me, and I heard it so strongly in my heart and my spirit. He said, this is a word for the masses. And Christina, it is up to you to write it. And the subsequent books that will go along with it, and the trainings that will go along with it, and the courses that will go along with it. No one can do this but you. I felt that, I knew that, and I put my hand to the plow and I didn't look back. And today I'm sitting here with the finished product. And after a while, people got sick of hearing me saying that, you get that phone call. Well, what are you doing? Oh, I'm writing. And after a while, folks like, oh yeah, she writing. You always writing. You stay so busy. I started hearing all of those comments. I started hearing, those other little aside comments like, yeah, whatever. Folks ain't gonna believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, you do not need anyone else to believe in you if you believe in yourself. And that's what Coach Criss is here to tell you today. Stand strong in your own convictions. It builds your tenacity. It builds your character. Because at the next level, there's some more challenges waiting for you. There's some more challenges waiting for you. They're coming at the next level. So if you bow out down at the lower levels, you don't have the right to function at a higher level. If you keep quitting at the lower levels, I know this is helping someone right now. I don't know who you are, but I feel it and I sense it in the very essence of my being that these words are helping someone right now. Stop quitting on yourself. Stop quitting on yourself. Tag, share, and like it, please. Stop quitting on yourself. Prove to yourself that you have what it takes to be successful. It's not going to be handed over to you. You are going to have to stand. You are going to have to fight. You are going to have to believe in the face of adversity. Something that we say from a biblical perspective is no weapon formed against me will be able to prosper. And every tongue, some of us are so concerned about what people say. Oh, well, they gonna say, see, she's still trying the same old thing, and it's still not working. See, there's how many times is this that he's gonna announce the same program, and it hasn't worked yet. It's been 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, and he's still out there. Look, how long was it that Noah built the ark? 120 years. Come on. Stand up. Square your shoulders. Believe in yourself. So no weapon formed against you will be able to prosper. Nothing that opposes you will be able to prevail. You will win if you don't quit. And there's no way for you to win if you quit. If you quit, you'll never win. So my encouragement to you today is to know that nothing that comes against you or opposes you will be successful against you. It's not going to happen. Every tongue that rises up against you in judgment, you'll be able to condemn those tongues, those words, that disbelief, that doubt. You don't have anything to prove to anyone else. Prove it to yourself. Because your work will prove it to everyone else. Your success, when it comes, and I'm telling you, there is an appointed time for you to succeed. That is what will prove it to everyone else. Don't live your life. Let me say this. It's important. Do not live your life trying to prove something or to impress someone, to prove something to someone else. That's a misuse of your time and your energy. Misplaced focus. Advance, go forward in what you know you are purposed to do. When I was writing this book, I wasn't trying to prove nothing to nobody other than to myself that I wasn't going to quit and I was going to get the job done. And that the subsequent courses were going to come out of this. The subsequent classes and teachers and trainings and coaching will come out of this book. And for 2.5 grueling years, the book is here and we signing them today. So this is Coach Criss. I wanted to hop on live and talk to you and have just a real sober conversation with you. See, this is, you all have seen the Coach Criss that comes on and I'm talking to my business partner and we're, smiling and soft and all that. Baby, that was 2023. That was 2023. That was that introduction. In 2024, this is where the rubber meets the road. And this is the tone and tenor that I have with my clients when I coach them. Because we will never reach our fullest potential if we continue to coddle ourselves and only surround ourselves with people who will coddle us. I'm not here as a transformational coach to baby you, to coddle you. I believe in you. I see your potential. But I can't believe in you and see your potential more than you believe in yourself and see your own potential. Right? So as a coach, I come alongside you to be that sober, focused, diligent voice in your ear to keep you on track so that you do finally break through and manifest the things in your life that were always planned and purposed for you. Listen, this is serious business. There is no more time to waste. No more time to waste. For you on Facebook and on YouTube, there's the phone number is there. For you all on Instagram, is 213-395-8133. That's 213-395-8133. Listen. Call, reach out. If you want to order the book, order fast because they're going fast. They're going really fast. And I just want to thank those of you who are ordering these, your life. Now it's like, so the title is the Power of Prophetic Parenting. That's the title. Is this book only for parents? No. Is this book only for parents? No, it is not. Is this book only for parents? No, it is not. Well, who is it for? It's for any person who has influence over the lives of children, any individual. So you can be a parent, a grandparent, or any of all the parents, foster parent, adoptive parent, step parent, bonus parent, however you refer, godparent even. This is for educators. If you are an educator and you stand in front of a classroom, I don't care if it's from nursery or preschool all the way through college level, you need this book in your life. If you are an educator, if you are a parent, if you are a coach of any kind, and you interact with children and their parents, you need this book. It's a powerful, powerful resource for you. And I also say any type of care provider, the power of prophetic parenting. So guys, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to get to signing these books and do my best to make it to the post office in enough time. I have about an hour. So I'm going to get to signing these books. Listen, I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm here because I believe in you. I'm here because I'm right now in this moment and in this second, I am standing in the midst of adversity. I am standing in the midst of disappointment. I am showing up even when things along the way may not go my way. I'm still showing up. I'm still showing up because 90% of success is showing up. I don't want it to be written under my name, she was a quitter. Look at all that she could have accomplished in life had she believed in herself enough not to quit. I don't want that to be written about me in the annals of time down and throughout eternity and leave that type of legacy for my children's children, for my posterity. That's another person in our generation line who just quit. She did a couple of things, but she quit. Heck no. So I am here on live right now as a living testament of how it looks when you don't quit. That's one bundle. Look, just so that you know, I'm not picking up the same bundle over and over and over again. That's one, that's two. I have a whole box of them over there. Here's some more that are out of the packaging. So we're going to be signing these, getting these mailed out to you. If you want your copy, hit me up, inbox me, slide in my DMs, call 213-395-8133. I will give you the information on how you can order. We have a broadcast coming up soon, a little surprise for you, an actual in live person book signing coming up as well this month. Listen, there is life after disappointment. What did I say? There's life after disappointment. You're not going to die. Just because things may not have worked for you the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, you're not going to die. You're going to make it if you don't quit. All righty, so this is Coach Criss. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Inbox me. I want to hear from you. We have some conferences coming up all across the nation. Conversations are taking place. There's a lot of things that are transpiring behind the scenes. And I just want to reiterate to you that I believe in you. And I encourage you, don't ever give up on yourself. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. And I look forward to us seeing one another soon. Bye-bye.